everyone, it's Roger here from VinylmationKingdom.com with a quick review of Animation 1 Vinylmation. These were the very first blind box series I ever brought back in 2011. Okay, so I'm going to quickly run through some of my favourites. Kick off here. This is the Chaser. It's the elephant from Dumbo. There's actually 4 different versions of this as the Chaser, which makes them very rare because of different. It's like a purple and slightly different shades of pink. I think it's a fantastic figure. I did always love the scene from the movie, so for me, one of the all-time classic Chasers. Then we have Pinocchio. Again, a great figure, really well done, I think. You know, you got the detail on the face. You've got the tail accessory for when he's turned into a donkey. There's also a boy variant version of this one, which doesn't have him with the ears and the tail, etc. Really cool figure. Nice to see Pinocchio like that. Next to we have Quasimodo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Funny looking thing, ugly face, but then that's what the character's like anyway. Cool little figure. You know, nothing really wrong with that one at all. If you're a fan of the movie, there's very few figures from that movie available, so that one's pretty cool. Then we have Peter Pan. Love the hat accessory. One of the things with the old mould is some of the figures now, with looking back at some of the new animation figures, there's a lot more detail. But this one looks pretty cool. You know, his eyes look a little bit too far apart for me, but you know, he's cool. Then we have was it Marie from the Aristocats with a cute little bow accessory. Fans of the Aristocats, you're going to love this one. It's a very cute and girly figure with a pink bow, etc. Maybe not as good as the Furry Friends version that we saw, but still pretty cool. And we have Aladdin, probably the weakest figure from the set. Humans don't work very well on the old mould. He just looks fat, his face looks a bit funny, so no, that one's like, but I do like the fez and the ears. Then we have the frog from Princess and the Frog. It's a bit of an odd one. It's hard to get this one onto a Vinylmation figure. I really like the face. They've got that sort of big cheesy grin on him, big smile, but it's hard to kind of work out what he is sometimes. Okay, then we have Phil from the Hercules movies. At the time, this one was the filler, which means there's more of this figure than anywhere else, so you can pick this guy up really cheap. Like the way they've done the horns and the ears, and his overall look. I actually think he's a really good figure, and there's, like I said, there's not a lot of figures for Hercules around, so that one's pretty cool. Okay, up next we have Alice from Alice in Wonderland. This figure wasn't, there was no Alice figure in the Alice in Wonderland set, so this is about the closest you're going to get. Got that surprised look on her face, and you got the bow on the back, and overall it's a cool little figure. It's difficult with trying to get humans onto the Vinylmation mode. I think they've worked it out a bit more now by using the hair on the face to frame it. But yeah, it's a cool little figure. If you're an Alice in Wonderland fan, you're going to like that one. Then we have Dodger. This was the first time I ever blind boxed and managed to get back 3 of these, so I kind of don't really like this one too much at the time. But now he's pretty cool. It's from Oliver and Company. Yeah, you know, cute dog face. Again, over time they maybe haven't aged as well compared to some of the newer figures. You know, this would have looked really cool on the Furry Friends mould. Okay, and then we have, you know, we've got the fairy godmother here with her accessory wand. I really like this figure. I think again, because they've managed to frame the face, it doesn't look fat like some humans do. A cool little figure, and I think, you know, this accessory here adds a little bit to it. Didn't see so much of that back then. Then we have Mushu, which is really cool, from Milan. Again, the trouble is with the old mode, it's how to get that face across. I like the little tail accessory. And also finally we have the combo topper, which is Simba with the tail accessory again. I think this one's actually, compared to the Lion King figures, obviously there's, with them being on the new mode and slightly different, I still think this one's a really cool figure. I think because of the tail accessory, it just finishes it off. Anyway, this is my review for the animation series. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and also comment with your thoughts below, and what do you think about the animation series. Anyway, let me know. Thank you very much for watching.